What's going on, guys? Michael with Nocturnal Simulations here, and today we have a surprise. If you haven't done so already, head over to SIMBRIEF's website and check out the new layout that we have. I was actually completely unaware that this was even in the works, but it was definitely a pleasant surprise when I opened SIMBRIEF earlier to do some flight planning. First thing you want to do, though, is click my favorite button, which is dark mode, up here in the top right. And now we no longer have the need for sunglasses to open up SIMBRIEF while everything else is in dark mode and you get blinded. I would also like to note that just how absolutely incredible it is to see just how much better flight simulator tools are getting these days after the introduction of Microsoft Flight Simulator. I stand by the fact that Microsoft Flight Simulator was the biggest game changer for the industry that could possibly have come out, and I think the proof is in the pudding because just how much faster and better things are getting overall. So with that, we'll take a look at the new layout here. You will have to go to your generate or your dispatch through the main page, and then you have your dashboard, which opens up here first. Currently what it shows is the latest flight plan that you've pulled in and generated, which you can go through and view the flight plan, edit flight plan, which we'll get to that in a second. And then here you can see how many flight plans you've created in the last 30 days, kind of a neat little statistic, along with your aircraft types and how many flights you've done with those aircraft types in the past 30 days. Down below, you have your recent flights. I'm not sure exactly what the timeline on this is just yet, but mine currently shows 3 flight plans that I've recently generated. And you can go through and check out the view, the PDF printout, and then you could also edit that flight plan if you wanted to. So what we'll do first is we will actually go up here and do new flights. And you'll notice this is the biggest improvement. It's absolutely amazing how good this looks. So we'll do a mock flight using Delta Airlines 929 depart KATL Atlanta, and we'll head up to LaGuardia. We'll leave the alternate as auto, but you could also do none or type in your own. Departure time, you can get the drop down menu here. Let's say we wanted to leave in another hour from now, so we'll just bump that up an hour and hit apply. And here you can open up the aircraft types, and you can actually click from one of the SIMBRIEF profiles, or you can go over to your custom profiles, and let's just say we want to fly the Phoenix A320. Get your climb profile, your cost index, set your auto, descent profile, fuel factor, your ATC call sign, so we'll do Delta 929 for that. Registration, we'll leave it as G Phoenix, just so we don't mess with anything there. FIN number and SoCal. Next, you can do your selections and check your OFPA layout. I use Delta Airlines. I fly for a Delta-oriented virtual airline. Use the latest AIRAC that you have available. You can change your units for pounds, flight maps, details, all that stuff. Some optional entries is you can change all these items just like you could before. And one nice thing is the passengers will do auto, full, or none, and I think you can actually enter. Yes, you can. And then on top of that, you can add freight. Well, what you'll notice is that this little pop-up here says the passenger baggage is automatically added based on the passenger's option. Use this option only when to load additional cargo freight you would like to add in addition to the passenger's baggage. So what you want to avoid is assuming 50 pounds of baggage per passenger and then adding that on top of what's already being added through SIMBRIEF. So then you have an enormous zero fuel weight, which is unrealistic. Here we'll leave the zero fuel weight to auto, just so it automatically generates. And you can have this analyze your route, or if you wanted to put a custom route in here or select any of the other routes, you can. You can also have find the SID star. So if you didn't have a SID star already programmed into this, we could go here, click find SID star, and it would automatically generate this for you. I think it actually will have a pop-up if there's more than one option. So route finder, alternate airports, historical weather, debug parameters, all that is similar to what you had before. You still, like I said, you have these slightly improved tools throughout, and I definitely recommend you go through and do a little poking around yourself and seeing what you really enjoy. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and go up here and hit generate flight, and this is my favorite part of how much better this is improved over the previous version. If you look at the flight info, you got all your major information is right here in front of you. No more digging through your flight plan if you don't want to, if you're trying to get up in the air in a hurry or whatnot. Most of the things you enter, especially for the Phoenix, for example, is right here at your fingertips. You can also still go view your PDF, so you can print this out if you want to, or you can also view that in Volanta, the same as you have in the past. What's also cool over here is you can change the things that are displayed on the map, and it really helps if you're wanting to see additional information. And then I think my favorite part though is the addition of having the weather load in like this. You can do the weather, and then you can play the weather, and then you can also pull in different forms of weather formats. We'll hide that real quick, and then you can pull in the wind data. On the weather and NOTAM tab, you can also do your airport search, so you can search specifically for a airport of your choosing, and that will pull up all the information, show it here. You can check out your airspace, oceanic tracks, significant weather charts, and the neat thing about this is you can click on your region and it'll pull up just that region. Upper wind charts, same thing. My favorite out of these options is the infrared satellite, so you can see your cloud cover. And then you can also do your routes between airports. So you can do the Atlanta to LaGuardia, and we're in a jet search. And it'll pull up all these real world routes, which you can copy and use for your custom flight plan. If you don't know what you're looking at and you need a little additional help, they do have their user guide, which is thoroughly fleshed out and easy to read, organized, and is just a wealth of information for you. One additional feature worth noting is that within Volanta itself, we have the browser. You can actually log into SIMBRIEF through the browser option. The window's resizable. Don't have to open up a Chrome tab, lose all your RAM, lose performance in your game. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. And everything here is at your fingertips. You don't have to worry about, like I said, having 15 different programs open. Volanta is doing an excellent job of including everything within one option here. Through Volanta, you can have all these things open whenever you need them, and that just makes things so much easier to use. Okay, with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed something from the video and gained a little bit of knowledge here, and I really hope you enjoy SIMBRIEF. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe below, and I'll see you guys next time.